Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Pocket Captain's Plays Pixel Starships, power leveling the Ninja Queen. So, big day. First, let me start by saying I'm going to apologize to everybody out there. I went back and listened to episode 11, which for whatever reason didn't launch. I don't know why it didn't go out. I scheduled it, but for some reason, it didn't ever completely finish the last .25% to upload or what have you. So I found it and I went, this is frustrating, and I sent it out the door. And then later that day, just for fun, I went back and I listened to it. And I went, oh my heavens, what am I doing to people out there? First of all, I wasn't actually enunciating my words very well. So that's partly because it was a little late at night and it's the end of a long day. So if I mumble a little bit, I'm trying not to mumble. I'm sorry about that. The other thing I noticed I was doing a lot of was this and that. You notice this and that and this and that and this and that, which is about as much fun to listen to as paint drying. So what I'm going to do now is try to properly name rooms when I'm talking about rooms so that you can follow the bouncing ball. So for that, I'm sorry. I mean, you get into a habit of stream of consciousness talking, and for whatever reason, you forget that people do not know what you're looking at, or they do not know what you're talking about. So I'm going to try to do better. And if you guys have any other feedback you want to send, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Tell me. I want to make this a good show. So here I am. You'll look at this magic number, 1.2 million. The gas is here. You know what that means, folks? It's a magic day. Today is December the 19th. It is now 1 month and 3 days since we started this project. And I'm going to, look at me, I'm going down to the store here in the lower right-hand corner. I'm going to click on that, head to the shipyards. This bad boy right here, 1.2 million is what it costs. Yes, we did it. Now here's a little story about how I got here. Of course, when I saw those extra rooms, the mineral storage room, and the extra mining room, gas room, I did a little bit of leveling up in this, a little bit of leveling up in that. To be honest with you, when I got to level 8, the return of my time was starting to slow down a bit. So I stopped at level 8 because I wanted these all going as hard as I could to fill this up. I did finish this one up. It wasn't quite done when I hit that level. So this mineral room here that my pointer's on wasn't quite done yet. I finished it up by power leveling it using the option that doesn't appear on the Mac, and by speeding up the room by 15 seconds. And I found by dutifully doing this for about an hour and a half, I could shave down about a day. So it really was worth the time. I'm trying to track that a little better so I can give a better report. So once I had all the minerals, last night I was pretty close to having all the minerals I needed. I started to say, well, I'm going to need this for the last big push. So I started leveling it up because I want to get it to 12 as well to start filling these up. I filled up this room and this room almost entirely using the trickle mining effect of these mineral mines. The mineral mines slowly filling it up, being patient, being diligent. I was able to fill them up to 1.2 million. I did not need to spend any more Starbucks other than the few crates I bought that day to demonstrate how I was using the market. So I did buy a few crates, but only about, 3 or 4. Otherwise, I just had to be a little patient, and it didn't take long for these to fill up. So it was worth it. That's kind of why I'm logging in first thing in the morning today. I should be working. Shh, don't tell the boss. But I'm taking a 15-minute break to do this show to let you guys, see me click on this as soon as I could, so I can start the next round of filling up these buckets. I don't think I need to concentrate on leveling these up just now. I don't think it's important. I didn't need to bring this to level 12 to make it work. One mineral room at 12, one at 11 was all that was necessary to get to 1.2 million. I took the time when I realized that about 3:30 in the morning, my daughter had woken up to go find mommy, and she'd woke me up pretty good. So I leaned over and I clicked on the mineral button, and I realized I had the 1.2 million then. So I decided, hey, now's a good time. Let's start leveling up this room. Let's start leveling up this room, because I'm pretty sure that to go from 10 to 11, I'm going to need both of these at full power. I haven't looked it up yet, but I'm leaning toward that. I could be in for another shock. I don't know. But anyway, I did this one just for fun. I probably shouldn't have. I don't think it's necessary. It slows me down an inch. I'm going to need to get as many minerals as I can to fill up the mineral storage 11 and it will be mineral storage 12 and mineral storage 12 to get to, I don't know what number I'm going to need next. It'll be higher than 1.3, that's for sure. And I'm at 72. So I have a ways to go. So gas, I don't think plays a big role anymore because I don't need to level these up. If they trickle fill, which they're doing very slowly, it should be all I need to keep up with this room. I'm going to power level it by clicking on the speed button whenever I get it. Last night, this was 3 days. I've got it down to just 3 hours to go. I was sitting in the garage getting my oil changed this morning. That's all it took. I got it down to 3 hours. It took no time at all. Now, that means, as a bonus, I have literally been saving every single Starbuck I could get just by watching the blimps go by or Zeppelins, clicking on them, and getting my 3 Starbucks at a time. And I'm at 645 so that I could have a chance of speeding up to level 10. So if I click on this now, I need 1,164 Starbucks. Slightly more than I have, but I'm not discouraged. I'm at 645 now. By tonight, that's going to be another, 120 or so. That'll bring me to 765, and this number will come steadily down. Quietly over time. I just have to be a little patient. It doesn't have to be today. It would be nice if it was tomorrow, but it won't be. As I'm leaving for my Christmas holiday in a couple of days, so I may actually be doing the next update on the road. So I'm going to try to bring my microphone, my laptop, and try to work on something so you could see it. Knowing this might take some time, knowing that this room has to be filled up, 1.2 million, I am not going to rush this room. Like normally I sit there banging away. I'm trying to get these filled as quickly as possible, so getting this one up to level 12 is important to me. And I will concentrate all my resources on getting this one to 12. If this one's going to take 6 days, it probably will take the better part of 6 days just to get back to 1.2 million and then go past this from the level 11 to level 12. In fact, I could guesstimate. This room holds 750,000. I can't remember what this one won't show me. But I could look it up. I could see what the difference this is going to be to go from 11 to 12. I have to wait. I could probably look it up, and I probably will. I can't see in the store yet what the cost of the next ship is going to be. 1 week and 4 days. You know, folks, it isn't going to be 1 week and 4 days. It's going to be a lot less than that. I don't know how many, but we've been planning very carefully for the leap from 9 to 10. The Starbucks are coming in. We will continue to bring the Starbucks in. This won't be over 1,000 for long. And when it comes below 1,000, we're rising to meet it. And we will meet it somewhere, maybe in 2 days, but we will meet it. And we will be ready to click that button, and we will have a level 10 ship. And if I'm very diligent about getting these minerals miners going, we will start filling this up for the last big push. Now I'm going to look. There might be a wrinkle I haven't planned for. I'm not sure. I think I can go ahead and level up this ship from 10 to 11 without any special blueprints. I know there are special blueprints to change your ship, to customize it. I have some on one of my other ships. And if it comes to that, then I will begin to save the Starbucks to buy those blueprints, which do come up in the market from time to time. But otherwise, this has been a very straight, and actually, I'm quite surprised, one of the fastest level ups of them all. The journey to get ready from 9 to 10 has been, to push the button to go to 10, has been relatively painless. I mean, you have no idea what a relief it was when I said, I'm at 8, 12, and 8, I'm going to stop. And I took a day off of power leveling these rooms, and I was so relaxed. It felt so good. It was a lot of work to speed these along. But to keep things interesting, I'm going to power this one up to 12 as quickly as I can. I don't know how long that's going to take. It's going to be an effort, I'll be honest with you, because I think this is 6 days ultimately? Something like that. So that's a lot of grinding. But I'll grind it, while I'm working. I won't be able to grind if I'm on the road for Christmas, but I will grind when I can. a little bit here. It just takes an hour to do a day. Watching TV, there will be moments when I can watch TV. So I will do my best to bring mineral 9 to mineral 12, and then I will sit back and watch the minerals pour in. Every Starbuck will be used to save for the next level up. Beyond that, again, to go from 10 to 11, I will have to save up the Starbucks again. So that's all I have to say for today. The power leveling trip has been a great one. It's on track. It's a little more than a month. If I'd known then what I know now, I could have probably done it all in less than a month. Again, I'm taking some very interesting notes from all of this, and I hope that you guys are enjoying this. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's an experiment that Captain Eric and I have been discussing. There are two things we want to know, because I'm holding fast at 1,000. That is essentially a newbie level of cups. So at the end of this, I'm going to power level up all the rooms, all the ships, all their crew, all their capability to one of the best battleships I can using the experience I have. I've never been to level 11, so I don't know exactly what the tricks will be. I'm definitely going to get that bio thing and have it ready. Oh, hello there. 7 Eric. Okay. Interesting, says Mac. I definitely want to get this bio thing to make most use of that. Like, I'm going to be able to take advantage of things that most people can't when they're coming up. For example, I'll be level 11. I think I can get rid of all these miners. I won't need them. I'll have the space I need for anything I want. So that gives me an advantage. I will be able to pick and choose what rooms I'm going to level up without being attacked. So leveling them up will take less time. I will be able to, when I get the room for support for training. Imagine, I'm a med lab right away. Imagine the training, the gym and the academy training I will be able to do when I max those up first, doing research, which I was kind of toying with, but I'm going to stop because of I want to get the all the gas I need to get the mineral room done. But when this is all done, I'm going to level up those gases so I can speed level up these rooms. I want the research up to maximum so that I can click on things like fitness boost and things like that. And so when I actually send my guys to train, it'll be after all those are completely leveled up. So they're going to get the biggest bang I can for the training time I'm going to invest. So instead of nickel diming them up, they should go up by leaps and bounds. That should be the goal. So I'm going to probably concentrate heavily on the lab first and the training rooms, the academy room and the gym. And I'm going to get those up to get the crew up. Then I'm going to join our fleet. I'm going to bring in the fleet room and get onto the pocket captain's fleet as I go to do battle from level 1000 up so that they get the most points I can manage from the ship. The question we want to know, as I'm coming in from a level 1000, if I go in and I do PvP, I'm going to click on it now to see what happens. What level of ship does it give me? Does it give me like a newbie? A little guy? Or does it give me like a capital ship that's level 10? Let's find out. Level 9. So it matches me up to the level of my ship. Despite the fact that my cups are low, it will match me up to that ship. So that was one thing I wanted to know. I've been sitting on this. I just tried it now for the first time. Jackpot. Of course it's jackpot. I have absolutely no chance. How does he get lower than me? How is he lower than 1,000? He must have been losing on purpose. There's no way, in my opinion, that anybody should be lower than me at this point. That was part of the goal, is to be as low as humanly possible. Does he get attacked, I wonder? He came up in selection. He was lower than me, but he came up in selection. But I don't come up in selection. So is it tied to the cups? Because nobody seems to ever attack me. So why don't they attack me? Is it just if you happen to be level 1000, they leave you alone? But if you're below or above, they will still attack you? I don't know what the logic is. But I do know that nobody ever attacks me. The other thing we want to know is if I do the missions, these ones here, do they start me off with the newbies? Now, I was kind of hoping, this is kind of mean and evil, that it would look at my cups, pair me up with a typical level 2, level 3 ship, and I can just come out guns a-blazing and do a phenomenally good job. But I guess that's just not going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm going to have to fight like everybody else to work my way up, and I'm going to start at a detriment because I have not been doing the missions. I don't have sandbags, I don't have concrete bunkers, I don't have iron. On the other hand, what I will have is an amazing capacity to get Starbucks and buy what I need. So we'll see. We'll see what happens to the Ninja Queen when she gets out and doing combat. So, the ship will be, I'm going to be able to experiment with a level 11 ship, which is something I want to bring to the show. Like, what is a high-level ship? What can it do? What are the strategies out there at level 11? And see if I can bring some of them back to level 7 and 8. What can I learn from what's coming? So we're going to see. We're all going to see together. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. That's going to be the show for today. This has been a lot of fun the last couple of days because I've been able to take a break from power leveling. But, at least power leveling up the mineral rooms using the speed up button. But if you want to see more, you want to read more, go to www.pocketcaptains.com. If you want to join our fleet, that is also www.pocketcaptains.com. In the meantime, that's all for me. I'm having my fun, and I hope that you people, all of you out there, also have a little bit of fun every day. Thank you very much for listening, and good night. Get more tips at pocketcaptains.com.